Hello friends, in this video tutorial we are going to discuss how to insert or add data into MySQL table by using Ajax in Laravel framework with Yajra Datatables package. In previous part we have already learned how to implement or use Yajra Laravel Datatables package in Laravel application with server-side data processing using Ajax. In previous part we have already installed Laravel application with database connection, and we have also make student table from Laravel application and display data in Jquery data table plugin. So now we have proceed for learn how can we insert or add data using Ajax in Laravel application without refresh of web page. Now we have start learning this topic. So first we have go to ajax data.blade.php view file, and in this file first we have to create simple button for add new record. So here we have write button tag with attribute type is equal to button, name is equal to add, and it is equal to add data. By clicking on this button, Modal will pop up with form for add new data. Now we have write code for Bootstrap Modal. So for this first we have write division tag with attribute it is equal to student Modal and class is equal to Modal and fade. Here Modal class identifies the content of this division tag, and fade class adds transition effect to Bootstrap Modal. Then after we have write other division tag with class attribute is equal to Modal dialog, this class sets the proper width and margin of the Modal. Under this tag we have write division tag with attribute class is equal to Modal content, this class will styles border, background color of Modal. Now we have write form tag with attribute method is equal to post, and it is equal to student form. We will use this form in Jquery code. In this division tag we have write one more division tag between this tag with attribute class is equal to Modal header. This class is used to define the style of the header of the Modal. In this division tag we have defined one button for close Bootstrap Modal. So for this we have write button type is equal to button, class is equal to close, and data dismiss is equal to Modal. With the help of this button we can close Bootstrap Modal by clicking on this button. For display Bootstrap Modal title, we have write heading 4 tag with class is equal to Modal title with text add data. This class display the title of the Bootstrap Modal. Now we have defined one more division tag with attribute class is equal to Modal body. Here Modal body class is used to define the style for the body of the Modal, and under this class we will make form fields. First we have write two open and curly bracket, and between them we have write CSRF field function. This function is for handle mass exception. After this we have write span it is equal to form output. Under this tag we will display validation error or success message in Jquery code. Now for enter first name details we have write input type is equal to text with attribute name is equal to first name, and it is equal to first name. Same way for enter last name details we have write input type is equal to text with attribute name is equal to last name, and it is equal to last name. Lastly, in HTML Modal code we have defined division tag with attribute class is equal to Modal footer, and in this footer we have defined footer of Modal with one close button. Under this tag we have write input type is equal to hidden with attribute name is equal to button action, and it is equal to button action, and value is equal to insert. This hidden tag value we will use in Laravel coding part to identify action like insert of data or update of data. Lastly, in Modal we have write input type is equal to submit with attribute name is equal to submit and id is equal to submit and value is equal to add. By clicking on this button we can send Ajax request to Laravel server. Now we have moved to write Jquery code, so here we have write $with add button id add data dot click event, so when we have click on add button this code will execute. First we want to load student modal, so we have write $with modal id student modal with modal method and under this we have write show. This code will pop up student modal on web page. After this we have write $with form id student form with 0 index with reset method. This method will reset value of all form fields. Same way we want to clear HTML code of span tag with id form output, so we have write $with form output id with HTML method and under this method we have write blank value. This code will clear HTML from span tag with id form output. Below this we have write $with hidden tag id button action with value method and under this method we have write insert. This code will set insert value to hidden tag with id button action. Lastly we want to set submit button value to add when modal pop up, so we have write $with button id action with value method and under this method we have write add. So here we have set some tag value when student modal has been pop up in browser. Now we have moved to write Jquery code for submit form. So here we have write $with form id student form with on method and under this method we have write submit event with function. So when form has been submitted this code will execute. Under this first we have write event.prevent default method. This method will stop to submit default action of an element from happening. Below this we have write form data variable is equal to $this with serialize method. This method will convert form data into URL encoded string and store into this form data variable. Now we have start write Ajax request. So under this first we have write URL option and under this we have write open and close two curly bracket and between this we have write Ajax data controller dot post data method. Here we have send request to post data method of Ajax data controller which we have already created in previous part. We will create this method and then after we will also set route for this request. In third option we have write data and under this option we can define which data we want send to server, so here we have write form data variable in which we have store form data. In third option we have write data and under this option we can define which data we want send to server, so here we have write form data variable in which we have store form data. After this we have write data type option and under this option we can define in which data format we want to receive data from server, so here we have defined JSON data type. Lastly we have write success callback function. This function has been when request has been completed and it will receive data from server, which we can access from this data argument. Under this function we will write code later after completing server-side code. Then after we will write code under this function. For process form data for database operation, so first we have to go to student modal which we have created in previous part. Under this student model file we have create $fillable protected variable is equal to array with form field name alike first name and last name. After writing this code we can insert data into table. After this we have go to Ajax data controller.php file and here we have write use statement with validator class object validator for validate form data. Under this controller we have already used student Modal class and Yajra Laravel Datatables package class Datatables which we can see here. Now we have go to post data method and under this we have write $validation variable is equal to validator class with make method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write $request variable with all and in second argument we have define required validation rule for first name and last name text box. This code will perform required field validation rule on define form field like first name and last name. Below this we have define $error array variable is equal to array data type. Under this variable we will store validation array. Same way below we have defined $success output variable is equal to blank value. Under this variable we will store data insert or update success method. Now we have write if statement and under condition we have write $validation variable with fails method. So if there is any required field validation has been occur then this method will return true and it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write for each loop and under condition we have write $validation variable with messages method with get messages method as $field name variable with $messages variable. By using this for each loop we can fetch validation error messages from above this method in array format. So now we have write $error array variable is equal to $messages variable. So here we have store validation messages in array format in $error array variable. But suppose $validation variable with fails method return false then it will execute else block of code and form data has been passed from validation rule. Under this block we have write if statement with $request variable with get method and under this we have write button action is equal to insert. This condition check value of hidden button action tag value is equal to insert then it will execute if block of code. We will use this same method for edit data also in next part. So, suppose this condition true then it will execute if block of code and under this we have write $student variable is equal to new student model object and under this object we have define form data. Like first name table column value get from this $request with get method with text box name first name, here this get method will get value of first name text box. Same way last name table column value get from $request with get method and under this we have write text box name last name. After storing form data under this $student variable, now we want to insert into student table, so we have simply write $student with save method. This method will automatically make insert query and execute it and it will insert data into student table. So this way we can insert data into MySQL table. After this we have write $success output variable is equal to data inserted message. Below this we have write $output variable is equal to array key error with value $error array variable and success key with value $success output variable. Here we have store validation error and success output data in $output variable in array format. Now we want to send this data to Ajax request in JSON format, so we have write echo statement with JSON encode method, and under this method we have write $output variable. This method will convert this array into JSON string and send to Ajax request. Now we want to set root for this method, so we have go to web.php file, and under this we have write root class with post method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write Ajax data controller / post data method, and in second argument we have write Ajax controller at the rate post data method. Then after we have write name method, and under this we have define Ajax data controller post data. This we have write in Ajax request URL option. Now we have go to Ajax data.blade.php, and here we have go to Ajax success function in which some code has been left for write. So here first we have write data.error.length value greater than 0. This condition will check if data.error array has some value, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Suppose data.error array is not empty, that means there is any validation error has been occur, and it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write error HTML variable is equal to blank value. Under this variable we will store HTML code of validation error. Below this we have write for loop, and under condition we have write count variable value is equal to 0, count variable value less than data.error.length value, and count variable value increase by 1. Under this loop we have write error HTML variable, and under this variable we have append HTML code like division tag with class is equal to alert and alert danger, and within class we have write data.error with count index. So here we have generate validation error HTML code which we have store under this error HTML variable. Now we want to display this error on Modal within form output span tag, so we have write span tag id form output with HTML method, and under this method we have write error HTML variable. So this code will display validation error on Modal. But suppose there is no validation error, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block first we want to display success message under Modal. So we have write $ with span tag id form output with HTML method, and under this method we have write data.success. This code will display success message on Modal. Then after we want to reset form, so we have write $ with form tag student form with 0 index with reset method. This code will reset all form field. After this we want to reset submit button value to add, so we have write button add action with value method, and under this method we have write add. Same way we want to reset modal title also, so we have write $ with modal title class with text method, and under this method we have write add data. After this we want to reset value of hidden tag with id button action, so we have write $ with id button action with value method, and under this method we have write insert. And lastly we want to reload Datatables data. So we have write $with table it student table with data table method with Ajax.reload method. This code will reload Datatables data. So here our code is ready on how to insert data into MySQL table by using Ajax in Laravel with Jquery data table plugin. So we have saved this code and check output in browser. Hello friends, here we can see student data in Jquery Datatables. So now we have refresh page, and after refresh of page we can see add data button over table. So we have click on add button. After clicking on add button, Modal has been pop up in browser, and in Modal we can see simple form with 2 text box and 1 submit button. So we have directly click on submit button without filling a form field. So we can see validation error like first name and last name required error message on form. So now we have write David in first name text box and Moore in last name text box, and click on submit button. After clicking on submit button we have received success message like data inserted on above the form, and after this we have close Modal window. And now we can see here in data table we can see David Moore data, and we can see this data in data tables without refresh of web page because we have used Ajax for inserting of data. So this way we can insert or add data into MySQL table by using Ajax in Laravel framework with the Yajra Datatables Laravel package. In next part we will discuss how can we update or edit data in Laravel application by using Ajax. If you have any query regarding this video tutorial part, please comment your query in comment box, and if you like this video tutorial please share with your friends, or even you can also share on social media also. If you want to get more update regarding our video tutorial, please subscribe our YouTube channel for get more update regarding release of future video. Lastly, keep watching our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.